I'm on the hunt. I'm after you, Dan, because I'm a werewolf.
Da-da-da-da.
I love some Duran Duran.
What's that first thing he says? I've never known. Smell like a sound. I feel like that's
that's what I feel like he says
Smell
too.
Smell like a sound.
I don't know. I've never looked up the lyrics, but that's what I sing when I sing it to myself. Anyways,
I like the brown. I don't know what he says.
I'm Brent.
I'm Dan.
Welcome to Dan and Brent Live Forever.
Live forever. Oh man, what's your thoughts on boiled peanuts? Yes or no?
I love a boiled peanut. Now I'm guessing you're not a huge fan because you're not
wrong.
from here. Oh, you are a huge fan.
I'm a pretty big fan.
Okay.
I met a dude named James Brown today. Get this. I want to say Samurai Master style was trained by Tony the Peanut Man. The dude.
What? Yeah. I know Tony the Peanut Man. I think we've talked about him on the podcast before, actually.
Yeah, on the River Dogs.
Yeah.
He worked for Tony. And he was like, man, Tony, there's all these other avenues. You know, he worked behind the scenes for him. And Tony was real cool. He was like, no, man, I want you to do your own thing.
Really?
Yeah, he was like, I'll help you get started. You know, I'll endorse you,
Wow.
get you into different venues. So he's at like the Battery, which is like our local soccer field, like semi-pro. Did you know they have 3 major league games this year?
Really?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I knew our team was up there. I knew they're a decent soccer team.
I really don't know. I don't follow that game.
Like even the Stingrays aren't that bad. I mean, they're minor league, but they've won the what is it called? The Stanley Cup?
No, that's
the big one. What's the lower one?
I don't know. But I know they've won the league championship a few times.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Kelly Cup.
I just thought it was awesome. But I was asking you because I like them cold. Do you like them cold?
I like them cold. I like them hot. I like them spicy. I like them not spicy. I love them all, man.
What's up with the ones that are like ham flavored?
Yeah, man. Sometimes you just throw a ham in there. Just throw a couple ham hocks and just let it get a little flavor.
Where are you with smoked paprika? Ever had it? Tried it?
Yeah. I mean, it's paprika's sexy cousin.
It totally is. like paprika, you kind of just fade in the background.
Well, paprika doesn't really, on its own, I don't think it has a flavor.
Doesn't taste like shit. Am I wrong?
It's to add color to deviled eggs.
Yeah, that's what everybody thinks. Smoked paprika might
smoked paprika's good.
Change your life. And I was like munching these, and it was awesome because I'm like, dude was just selling out at a job. He's like, hey man, what you doing? And I'm like, about to buy some boiled peanuts, James Brown. And he's like, and he was actually playing James Brown.
Was he like, come on up now?
No, but he should. I could barely get away from him. He talks so much.
Oh man, I don't really like people who talk that much.
It's a little too much.
Man,
I'm buying a $5 bag of peanuts from you.
I meet some people and I'm just like, man, you've got to stop talking to me because I have stuff I have to do.
He was kind of fun to talk to. But,
yeah.
I'm like, this weird question, especially when boiled is in the title. I'm like, you got him cold? And he was like, dude, my man. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I got him cold.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it wasn't cold today, but it wasn't hot. Dude, it was like boiling peanuts in giant vats out at this office building. You know, just trying to pick up like the food truck crowd.
Yeah.
And he had like his little separate cooler. Pretty sure those were his. Like he was going to eat those later.
Yeah. I like them cold. I like
them cold, dude.
I like them hot. I like going to the beach with a hot thing of peanuts I just picked up.
Really?
I also like going out on the boat, having a cooler with some cold ass fucking boiled peanuts in it.
You like hot boiled peanuts at the beach? That seems like hot on hot.
But it's like an experience, though. I think it's more of the experience of going and buying the peanuts and then eating them there versus...
I got you.
Yeah, it's just...
I like ice cream when it's cold outside.
Yeah, ice cream's just good all around.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. If I could live on that shit, I would.
Oh, yeah. Milkshakes are my jam. Actually, you know what?
I'm in the middle of the road on milkshakes, dude.
What?
Well, I mean, it's
like you can eat ice cream, but faster. How is that not better?
Is there any way that you can just like maybe shove this in my eye hole?
Growing up, my granddad always would have IBC glass bottled root beer and would make French vanilla root beer floats for us as kids. And it's like still my go-to thing. I never make them anymore, but they're so fucking good.
Huh. What do you mean French vanilla?
Oh, just the French vanilla ice cream.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like French vanilla soda. Like,
No. Just vanilla ice cream.
Never seen that
and
anywhere.
IBC glass bottle root beer.
I don't know. The ice cream always gets kind of weird.
Yeah, but it's
a
just,
weird crunchy thing.
It's just I guess this is the creaminess with the root beer is what's delicious for some reason. So I wonder if just root beer and milk would be pretty good. I'm assuming that's going to be delicious together.
What, root beer and milk?
Yeah.
No.
You know what it is? It's like every food that's delicious is a perfect combination between fats and sugar, which is why it tastes amazing.
Here we go.
Yeah, I know.
Brent's crazy ideas.
Fat and sugar taste delicious together.
Did you ever watch Laverne and Shirley?
Nope.
You're missing out, first of all. But Laverne would drink Pepsi and milk, I think. Milk and Pepsi. Fuck you.
I'm telling you, man.
Fuck you.
That's why pineapple tastes so great on pizza.
Wrong. That's different. That's acidic with acidic. It's
Nope,
different.
it's sweet with fat.
You got me that one.
That's why butter breads taste so good. Could you not just sit down and eat a whole loaf of bread and butter?
You know, I would agree with you more if you didn't have this like condescending look on your face. Like, I know what this means.
I'm fatter than you, Dan. I know what food's better.
The building blocks of humanity.
So you like the spicy peanuts?
I usually don't go for them.
You don't go for the Cajun?
Nah, I like the plain.
I like
a little
spice.
sea salt in there.
I mean, those are good too, but I just like spicy food. I like to have the sniffles and down it with some beer. I'm usually on the boat when I eat boiled peanuts.
I guess that's what it is. Maybe I should have asked to try some of the spicy ones because
They're usually not too spicy.
I don't want to go all in. I mean, I've got them in the fridge downstairs because I ate a shitload of them just driving around today, and I still have a shitload of them left.
I got to ask you though, what's your boiled peanut shell etiquette?
How do you mean?
Do you just throw them out the window?
Well, yeah, if I have no other choice.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how cool this guy was. James Brown was like, "Need a bag for those shells?" And I'm like,
That's awesome.
Yeah, I need a bag for those
people who
shells.
just throw them on the beach. I don't mind if you're driving down the road and you're eating a couple, you throw them out the window, fine. But I mean, if you're at the beach, don't fucking throw peanut shells everywhere. It's kind of gross to step on a peanut shell that's been in someone's mouth.
totally is. I was, as annoyed as I was about, a little too much talking. Great idea. Dude is doing like pre-order, like Super Bowl boiled peanuts.
That's a good idea.
Isn't it? I'm like, well, what do they have to do? He's like, they don't have to do anything. I'm going to deliver them. I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, I'm going to drop off your fresh, hot, boiled peanuts to your Super Bowl party. I'm like, dude.
If I owned a kitchen, you know what I do for Super Bowl?
Huh.
Just every year? Just, hey, you want to order wings? It's the only time we ever make wings. But you can get them this year for Super Bowl. We'll deliver them.
Delivery wings.
Do like 4 huge orders, make a shit ton of money off wings.
Yeah, there's a little higher margin on wings, I think.
Yeah.
I won't give the dude's business away, but I'll tell you off air, the kind of money Homeboy's making on
Boiled peanuts?
boiled peanuts,
Peanuts, you can get them pretty cheap.
killing it. Let me put it this way. He turned down a job at Waterfront Park because he also does, a little light construction on the side, and people just like him. He has turned that down because it would interfere with some of his boiled peanut sales.
Well, that's like those people who sell who sell hot dogs downtown, man. They fucking make money.
Yeah.
I've always wanted a food truck. That's one of the things I've always wanted.
I've already got the perfect recipe. I won't tell you on here because it's the perfect one.
What kind of food would it be? American? Oh, wait. You know what I thought of?
Nope.
Now just go with me here. I was thinking of this the other day because I put sriracha on a burrito. It's fucking delicious.
The first guy to put sriracha on a burrito.
Mexican Asian food. Majin.
Asian food.
Yeah.
I like the name.
Mexican food with Asian heat. Asian spices and Mexican food.
I feel like they're cousins anyway, man.
Dude, I'm telling
They
you.
go together.
It'd be so, yeah.
For sure. No, I'm with you. I've made a few dishes where I'm like, man, just like a little more of something could change races on me. Like just
I'm telling you, try sriracha on a bean burrito.
I almost did a respec on my food.
What?
Changed race. Nerd joke.
Yay!
Speaking of nerds, you want to talk about some werewolves?
Oh, I had to put a howl in there.
Yeah, that's fucked up. It's not fucked up. It's just stupid.
So, let's start by, I guess telling the people what a werewolf is if you've never lived before and you've never heard of them. So, basically, I'm a man all day, every night, day. I'm a man until full moon. I turn into a wolf creature.
Wolf creature.
I say wolf creature because you don't turn into a wolf.
No, you don't. That's a good distinction. Good point.
I did write that down because there are some werewolves, not stories, but they turn into actual wolves versus wolf
like
people.
A fucking skinwalker or something.
Yeah, like that's what I think of as a skinwalker versus a werewolf.
Indeed.
So werewolves usually, I would say 7 to 10 feet tall.
That's a big ass werewolf, dude.
Well, werewolves are big though. I mean,
what is this? An 8-foot ceiling?
I'm just saying. I mean, according to movies that we've seen, they're bigger than humans
for sure. Which didn't really make sense to me.
Yeah, you'd figure it'd have to be smaller,
or at least the same size.
Yeah, but they grow.
Well, yeah. Anyway, werewolves come from what? What's the basis of their mythology? I assume it's.
I didn't look any of this up, but I would have to assume it'd have to be back when
British.
Yeah, when the wolves were attacking London, and killing people.
No, that's a new thing to me.
Yeah, like 400 something people died in one year by wolf attacks in London.
Really?
Yeah, like wolves were invading the cities. Like super packs were killing people off.
Wow.
And
packs of wild dogs control most of the major cities.
Dude, if wild dogs turned on us, we'd be in trouble.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Cujo situation. But I wonder, what I think maybe werewolves came from, I think might have been during that time when people were hunting wolves like crazy, trying to kill them all.
Right. Accidentally killed a couple
dudes and was like, dude, it was a wolf. I shot it and now it's a person. I'm telling you, that's had to be what it was.
Oh, yeah. Lycanthropy.
Lycanthropy.
Lycanthropy? Lycanthropy.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Isn't that the werewolf disease?
Yeah, I believe so.
So,
I think that's how you pronounce it.
I think I mentioned before when we were talking about vampires, that my elementary school had some fucked up books that we should not have been reading. And my sister can verify this, but because she read the same fucked up book, there was something in the elementary school library that told you if you couldn't find a werewolf to bite you, how to become one. And it was like...
I think you're about to bring up something. Was there a certain plant involved in this transformation?
Well, the key ingredient that really messed with me as a child in a child's library was baby fat.
Oh.
They listed off all these ingredients.
I think I remember reading books like that as a kid too.
And they're like, you gotta take off all your clothes and bathe in the moonlight.
Say these words while doing
the incantation was listed. As well as where the fuck are you gonna get baby fat, man? That's what I'm thinking when I'm 8-year-old Dan. That doesn't seem above board. And then they're telling you that you gotta get naked, rub this shit on your body and dance in the moonlight. And you'll become a vampire. Yeah. Or not a vampire, a
werewolf.
Werewolf.
Or, yeah, they had different things for different ones.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously, as far as turning into a werewolf, pretty much the only way that you hear about.
Right.
Being bitten, being scratched.
Right.
Being attacked and living through the attack.
Yeah, that's always been a little sketchy to me. So, I don't know if the disease thing was invented later, to try and explain it. But it's Well, werewolves are like these super strong, very aggressive, dumb animals that kill everything they see. How the fuck would you survive that and become a werewolf?
Well, if in the middle of attack, someone shoots the wolf and it runs away.
Yeah, they just get
Or something interrupts the attack.
They just get a little chomp.
Yeah, because otherwise they're going to literally tear your face off.
Like a zombie.
Yeah, they will just attack you until you're dead.
You're like trying to hide it
Yeah,
at work.
I didn't get bit. Nah, I did that last week.
I heard there was a werewolf around. What's that shit on your shoulder right there?
Nothing, man.
Don't worry about it. I got some moles taken off. Cancer? No. No. No cancer. Well, good for you.
Do you think there's other were animals? Should we even bring those up in this conversation? Because, I mean, you got like...
The Wallace and Gromit were-rabbit?
The what?
Nothing. You've seen Wallace and Gromit, right?
Yeah.
Curse the were-rabbit?
Yeah. It took me a second to realize what you're talking about. No, like...
I hope so, because it's adorable.
I've heard of like other were animals, werebears. I know that sound...
Weremals?
Weremals. You
Yeah.
know, werebears, wereboars.
Werebears.
I know werebears is the best sounding one. But we're
Werebears.
the same situation. You're normal, and then at the full moon, instead of turning into a wolf, you turn into a different type of animal beast. You're not...
I've not heard of any of the others.
No. Maybe it's just my crazy readings.
But, okay, so, what, I mean, the other animals don't make any sense to me. Like, so wolves howl at the moon, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
What other animal would you turn into? Like a fucking dolphin?
No, like werebear, like I've mentioned before. That's just fun to say. Say it again.
Werebear.
Werebear.
Everyone listening, say werebear out loud, and you'll giggle to yourself.
Just, I don't know, animal change, people changing into animals.
Changeling?
Changelings.
Yeah.
But I guess that's more skinwalker territory.
I suppose, yeah.
But, I mean, because werewolf's really the only one you hear about.
So what is it, Irish? English? German?
I would think Irish.
Norse?
I would think just definitely European areas.
Seems like British Isles to me.
I would think Britain/Ireland.
Yeah.
Wolf territory.
Man beasts.
Maybe some Russia.
Yeah. I could see that.
All right, we're going to take a break. All right, we're back. So, I know we're not in literature or anything like that yet.
Yeah.
In the movies and stuff, but Red Riding Hood?
What?
Is that a werewolf story?
I don't think so. Wolf in sheep's clothing? No. Grandmama?
Yeah, but the wolf can talk.
It is a talking wolf.
Anyways, so that attack, I looked it up. So it was 40 people were killed in like 1450 in France.
By a super pack?
No, it was just a regular pack of man-eating wolves that invaded Paris for a year.
Fucking wolves are scary, dude.
Yeah.
You ever seen them in person?
Fuck no.
No?
I mean, like at the zoo.
Yeah, but even at the zoo, they're pretty scary.
They're intense.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
I mean, I'm scared of dogs sometimes, and they're like bone-breaking, biting dogs.
I'm scared of your dogs sometimes.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Did you know in Switzerland they had werewolf trials similar to the old witch trials in the 1500s?
What?
Yeah. Apparently, they hadn't killed enough bitches, so they turned to the men. I wonder if there was like,
Well, witches and werewolves kind of go. They're kind of intertwined to some extent.
What do you mean?
I just remember reading about how like witches create werewolves.
Never heard that.
Or something. They're both like maybe pacts with the devil.
Oh yeah, okay, I've heard that.
I know they were
creature of the night sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like everything's all bad.
You're all bad.
You're all bad. It's a great description, Dan. It's a wolf that's all bad.
I mean, do we know like the origin of it, like where the word werewolf and when stories started coming about?
Were is an Old English word that means man. which I think is kind of interesting.
Well, I'm just wondering if it was...
So, were-rabbit doesn't make any sense because they never turn into rabbits. At least not according to Wallace and Gromit and their claymation masterpiece.
The only reason I ask is because the number one way you kill a werewolf is
Silver
bullet.
bullet.
But bullet specifically, so was it after the gun was invented that werewolves came about? Because you don't really hear... I mean, I know silver in general kills them, but...
I don't know, because...
silver bullet, or was it just Stephen
lycanthropy
King's...
comes from ancient Greek, so maybe they had already had stories about it, like about a wolf man. It's a pretty terrifying animal.
I mean, yeah, a wolf in general, much less a larger wolf that maybe they saw like an alpha.
Kind of fucking weird, man, that they don't have like other
beast.
Yeah. Where's the Tiger Man?
I'm sure there's some Indian
fucking Tiger Man. That's terrifying.
Tigers. I would have to say
tiger's way more powerful than a wolf.
Oh no, tigers are like the scariest animal.
Pretty close.
Because you don't see them coming, and then hyena is the scariest to see.
Really?
Dude, they're just... You've seen their teeth? They just...
A hyena in person? No, I have not.
I mean, but you've seen pictures of their teeth and just how they look. They look creepy as shit.
Yeah, the goofy little giggle that they do is
And
kind
on top
terrifying.
of that, the hyena is part of the cat family, which I always thought it was part of the dog family.
I thought so too. It's not?
No, it's part of a cat family.
Shut your mouth.
Which makes
Sorry, I totally just hit the mic.
Makes it even more terrifying. For some reason, just cats, they're sneaky and...
They are sneaky. And you know what's funny about that is I was telling Terry, like, who is my wife? I think.
Ex-girlfriend, Terry.
Wouldn't it be terrifying if cats could laugh? Like, can you imagine if a cat was just like...
Oh, yeah. You're sleeping at night and you just hear...
Yeah, fucking scary, dude.
What are you doing over there?
Ha! Don't worry about it, Dan. Like fucking gremlins. Silver bullet. I assume that's just kind of like falling in line with like the plague thing.
Silver being antimicrobial.
Antimicrobial. It'll, it's purify and all that shit.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense too, and that kind of be in the same time frame. And yeah, I guess this stuff slowly adds up. But you would just think like vampires is like a wooden stake. Like, why wouldn't they just be like, yeah, werewolf, a wooden stake to the heart kills everything?
I think honestly the werewolf's greatest weakness is that, I mean, he's like the fucking Incredible Hulk. Like, he doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah,
he doesn't have as much of a conscious mind.
Well, in a lot of stories that they're portrayed, they come to the next day and they're like, oh, I don't know where I am. I don't know what I did.
Yeah.
It's like literally like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type situation where it's like you completely out of your own control. Your animal instinct takes over.
Saturday morning. Why am I sweaty and why is there blood on my teeth?
So, besides a silver bullet, man, can you name some ways to kill a werewolf?
I mean, I assume you can like chop them into little pieces or drown them or some shit.
I would think fire.
Yeah, burn them.
What about wolf's bane?
I don't know.
Supposedly that kills vampires as well, but also werewolves.
Does it kill them, or does it just kind of like smell like shit? Like garlic doesn't really kill vampires. They're just like, nope.
No, it kills them, but it's also like an actual poison.
Wolfsbane is?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
So it will kill anything.
No shit.
But basically, supposedly you mix the wolf's bane in with bait to kill dogs. Or not dogs, wolves.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Then you use that. Or you can even rub it like on a blade to poison the blade or the tip of an arrow. And it would eventually kill. Not immediately, but it'd poison them. But yeah,
to me, like, being a werewolf would be probably one of the worst monsters to be.
Well, here's the thing, though.
It's really got to fuck with your day.
You can totally know when it's coming, though.
Because yesterday was a blue moon. And for those of you who don't know, That means 2 full moons in the same calendar month. That shit is not common. That's why they say once in a blue moon. The last one was like 2016. So it's not like super uncommon. But imagine how much
But you know they're coming. You go, okay, well, tonight I got to get locked up. And is it like the absolute, because full moon, it's like 1 or 2 days before and after you're like, is it full? Is it not full?
I think it's, well, I don't really know.
I've always wondered, is it the exact day or is it like maybe...
They say it's the full moon.
What if you just got on a jet and you just drove through the time zones and you never saw the full moon?
Sure, just get on your private jet, buddy.
I mean...
You got one?
No.
So you would suck as a werewolf.
I think I would just be like, listen, chain me up, like real good for tonight, and I'm good.
Yeah, and nobody would believe you.
Yeah, I guess that's the problem. Because you go, I'm telling you,
I'm going to kill everyone. And they're like, ha ha, good one, Brent.
And then you're like, and it's like, oh shit, too late. Everyone's dead.
I wonder if dog food tastes better.
I'm sorry, what?
When you're a werewolf, I wonder if, because you're a human, I'm sure, I've never tried it.
I mean, why do you think...
It's probably terrible.
Why do you think dogs like table scraps? Because it's way better than the food we feed them.
It's true. Well, I've read or heard that pet food is very salty, and that's what like attracts animals to it.
Makes sense.
But I wonder if you like wouldn't care. Like
my dog really likes to lick my skin after I've been at work. Like he'll try to lick my feet and legs and arms, and I hate it. It's gross, but I guarantee it's because of the salt from sweating all day. And
everybody's alone once in a while. What if you?
No.
What if you?
I don't even know where you're going, but I don't know.
What if you wolf out? What if you wolf out and the only thing around are your dogs, and like your dogs are like your homies because you're not like.
Or would you kill your dogs because you're a fucking werewolf?
No, I think there'd be a little bit of mutual respect there. Like, what's up?
What if you just like 1 week in a month? Hey, I got to go hiking this weekend. You hike 20 miles, but I think as a wolf form, you'd be able to run back into town super quick and kill a bunch of people.
They do seem super powerful
and fast. Well, I mean, speed of an animal.
So,
but if you were lost. If you but then you're lost in the fucking woods.
But then you've got your super senses, man. You're gonna be able to smell that sweet, salty human flesh.
The thing that always messed me up about werewolves is they wake up naked.
Sounds like there's a little bitch nearby. I could jump his fucking neck.
Yeah. Or would you be good just going out and killing a deer if you're in the woods?
I don't know. It just seems like it's always like a rampage. Just like whatever bleeds, I'm gonna make it bleed.
Yeah,
it sounds.
I mean, do they just?
Yeah,
because they more kill for sport than food when you're in werewolf form.
Maybe you do, but I mean, I'm just hungry because I'm this super powerful like hell beast, and I need some
energy,
fuel
because you're hungry because you just transformed.
It's a vicious cycle.
Yeah, it looks super painful,
right?
And then, some movies where their skin just flakes off and they're a werewolf. I think it's much more...
I think it's more like Howling style.
Like ripping bones, twisting and popping and...
Ugh. It doesn't seem exciting to me at all.
No, it seems super shitty. But I guess you don't remember it the next day.
I guess the only version of it that seems attractive is like if you're like Disney's version of the Hulk, where he's like kind of...
Or Teen Wolf style.
Oh, motherfucker. Yeah.
Real quick.
Into that?
Not quite yet. Not quite yet. Sorry, I brought it up a little early. But are werewolves sexy?
No. Although, that one Underworld that we were talking about that doesn't suck,
my
wife thinks whoever the dude was that played like the werewolf guy is pretty hot.
I mean, werewolves... The dudes who play werewolves, they usually pick pretty hot dudes. But
so,
I mean...
So, yeah. We'll get into that.
Is it that whole animalistic...
Yeah, maybe like the... I don't know how much we can get into that without getting a little rapey.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I definitely know what you're saying.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't get into that.
All right, so as far as killing werewolves, though... Okay, 2 scenarios. 1...
Well, they're just an animal.
Okay, well, let's
But
say
maybe they're not just.
Maybe
Why
they're
don't
not.
bullets kill them?
because they heal super quick.
Do they?
Yeah.
Is that one of their abilities?
Yeah.
So, aside from being like super strong, very fast, enormous claws, I assume.
Oh yeah, super sharp claws.
Do they have large talons?
The claws I never really understood because wolves don't. I mean, they have claws, but they're not like razor sharp claws that rip
Yeah, but
stuff
they
open.
wolves don't have fingers.
Yeah, that's true.
They can't pick shit up.
If you were hunting a werewolf,
Okay.
tell me your step-by-step approach. You live in a small town,
Small town.
less than 1,000 people.
Mhm.
You know someone there's a werewolf.
Shit.
It might even be you. You don't know.
Werewolf reports.
Yes. You normally get blackout drunk, so you're not sure if maybe when you were blackout drunk you became a werewolf.
That could be true almost right now. I mean, do you think you'd try? I mean, where would you even get a fucking silver bullet, man?
Bullet?
Bullet.
Bullet? You'd have to you'd have to make it yourself, obviously.
Yeah, because I can do that.
Yeah, I know. You'd have to go to a gunsmith and be like, "Hey." Then
You
again,
saw me, dude. I could barely build a deck.
silver's pretty soft metal. I don't know
It
how
is
well
soft.
I don't know how well it would be fired out of a gun.
So
You could go the approach
Question.
of, yep.
what about silver coated thing?
Yes. I'd say yes, that a silver sword will cut a werewolf and kill him.
What about like a sterling silver letter opener?
Absolutely. I mean,
Okay.
you can't just like barely cut his neck,
Yeah,
obviously.
fair enough.
Yeah, it has to be a mortal wound with
You're scratched.
Has to be a mortal
Fuck
wound
you, man.
with a silvered weapon.
How do you like it? That shit's gonna itch.
You know how I would do it? I would just go to the pawn shop, buy a bunch of silver, stuff it in the end of a shotgun.
Blunderbuss style.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna explode in your hands.
I mean, not if I'm not gonna
You're
pack
gonna
it tight.
die, and you're gonna die. You're just gonna shove random objects in a shotgun? What are you, stupid?
Or make a what's it called? A garrote out of a silver chain?
Garrote?
Yeah. Garrote.
Yeah, like silver wire. Like
Honestly, the thing I would do is you got to find out who the werewolf is.
because you're gonna be in lots of situations where werewolf is like coming out of a convenience store and you're in his back seat. Ah! Yeah, that's a stupid idea.
Here's the thing: find out who it is and kill him in his human form. Because in their human form, they can die of all the normal stuff.
How do you know for sure?
Well, see, that's the trick, isn't it? You got to make sure he's the werewolf.
That's why your theory makes a lot of sense. Like, it's totally a wolf, right? James?
He's out here hunting wolves.
James? He was a wolf, right? Yeah, dude.
You sure? Because I think I see two wolves, James. Do I see two wolves, James? No,
Yeah,
just
James,
one?
does
Okay.
your girlfriend think it's a wolf? That's what I thought. Go home to your wife. I don't know. I think I would just be afraid. I don't know if I could kill a fucking werewolf, dude.
I would just move.
Yeah, get the fuck out. There's no way I'm killing a werewolf.
You'd rather kill a vampire than a werewolf, wouldn't you?
Vampires are far more vulnerable.
Are they?
Yeah.
They're always vampires.
Because they, depending on mythology, fuck your face, they may or may not be in a coffin and sleeping at night. Because you creep in, fucking stab through the heart. That's a lot easier.
But a werewolf's, like, when he's a normal person, he's just a normal person. You don't have super strength when he's a normal human.
Right, but can you kill him like a normal person? Or
yeah,
you gotta use
you can kill him like
silver
no,
bullet?
that's what I'm saying. He's completely 100% human when he's human.
Where are you reading that?
That's just what I've heard on the streets.
On the streets? On the werewolf streets. I don't know about that one.
But then, what if you think you got him, you kill him, you get away with killing a person, and then the next month, more werewolf attacks. It's like, or shit, I killed the wrong person, or was there more than one?
Or kill that motherfucker. You like watched him change, and
Well,
you just
you
happen to
can't
have like a
might
fucking
be-
fire poker that's been handed down from like your Celtic ancestors in Ireland, and you're like fucking jumping off your roof and you stab him in the fucking neck, and as you're going down to the ground, you're like, yeah, I fucking got you. And he fucking snaps you right on the ear. You're like, oh, that's probably nothing. It's probably nothing.
I think.
What if you're a fucking werewolf, dude? What do you do now?
First off, I think killing them during transformation would probably be the best bet. That way you're 100% sure they're werewolf and they're vulnerable while they're changing.
Man, that seems like it'd be...
Seems like it's not a quick process.
The most terrifying. It's kind of like when you're standing in a urinal and somebody pushes you.
Yeah.
Like, fucking, dude, seriously. I'm like the most vulnerable right now. I'm really uncomfortable with that. Okay, I would never do that, but I can imagine if somebody pushed me while I was standing at a urinal.
Or worse yet.
I would be upset.
The piss trough.
Oh,
shit.
Yeah, nobody likes those.
No.
Like at a baseball game?
Yeah.
No thanks.
All right, so I'm a werewolf now. I just killed a man because when they die, they turn back into human. That's one of the downsides with killing a werewolf.
What's the attraction? Are they just doing it for fun, or are they trying to eat the people?
I think it's just an animal instinct, and they just can't help but kill.
Domination?
Yeah, just alpha male.
I'm a werewolf, bitch.
Raging hard on, kill everything.
You think it's just like peaked out testosterone?
Yeah,
like
just adrenaline and testosterone and just
murder.
Yeah, absolutely. Uncontrollable, animalistic rage.
What if you're just kind of like a really laid back dude and you don't turn into a super aggressive werewolf?
You're just like, hey man, yeah, I'm a wolf, dude. Chill. Dan, I'm just coming over to hang out.
What, you don't want to eat me? Seriously?
No, I don't want to eat you, man.
Well, I mean,
I'll take a rare steak. I don't know.
Well, I feel like that makes you more dangerous. I feel like that's giving like a beer to an alcoholic. Like, are you going to kill me if I give you a steak?
I'm a vegetarian werewolf.
What are we even going to do? How are you going to sit on my couch? You're going to tear the shit out of my couch.
Hey, man, let me see the controller.
Fuck
you just broke the controller. God damn it.
You're super strong. Hey, speaking of, you want to take this tree down out in front? Just rip it out of the ground with your hands. Your giant claws would be fucking everything up. You'd be like Edward Scissorhands, just like cutting things.
Hey, Dan, nice to meet you. Ah, shit. You're going to listen.
I'd have to wear like 3 sweatshirts when you came over to the house. Like, fucking stop.
And then there's fur everywhere when I leave. It's like, God.
Oh, shit. I would ruin a vacuum. Fucking Brent's here.
His fur's so fucking
Got a vacuum
coarse.
again. Damn it.
Quit staring at my cat like that, Brent. He started it.
What are we all thinking?
I don't know what you're thinking.
I don't know. Everything else gets bigger.
Do you have a dog dick? Is that what you're wondering?
I'm wondering if you're packing heat.
I think you go 100% animal penis.
So if you are aforementioned laid-back not vampire, I keep saying that, werewolf, what do you think you'd be attracted to? You think you'd be attracted, if you're not, on your murderous rampage.
Well, I think it's
the bloodlust is probably going to be there a little bit.
Well, with that whole testosterone and everything, you're going to be super horny also, I feel like.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like you're going to get super rapey.
Bram Stoker's Dracula, that chick got raped by a werewolf.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't that Dracula as a wolf?
Maybe. I don't know.
I think
it was definitely a wolf man raping some chick.
I think you're going to get super rapey.
Speaking of,
You're not gonna
if
be
it
able to help
was Dracula, why do you have to do it in wolf form?
Because he's an animal.
Just badass, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, I mean, I think you would have a Red Rocket animal dong. I don't think you'd have a normal peen.
That was totally not my question, man.
No, I know,
I
but
asked you what you were attracted to, and you went back to the dong.
I think you would be attracted to
gross.
Wolves.
Really? Other animals?
I mean, wolves are only attracted to wolves, so I would think, what if you're only attracted to, like, werewolf women? And there's, like, a secret online meeting spot. It's like, hey, we're going to have the werewolf orgy tonight.
Date.
That's the only way we can control our bloodlust. We all just meet up and bang it out till the morning.
She swept left. She had fucking silver earrings anyway. It's fucking bullshit.
Is that silver necklace? Yeah.
Fuck out of here. Werewomen. What's that?
What?
That's not common. Werewomen. Are there werewomen?
It's because women are weaker and usually die during the werewolf attack. I don't know.
Seems kind of sexist, right?
I think just
if not sexist,
manly.
just like
wolves are manly. I mean, just like dogs. Most people think, oh, look at that. Oh, is that your dog? What's his name? Is immediately what they kind of go to.
True.
And a cat's usually, what's her name? It's just very feminine and masculine. Dogs are more masculine than cats.
What are you trying to say?
They're better. In different ways. My dog will cuddle with me. I see what you're saying. Every time.
You're putting me down because I have a cat.
I'm not putting you down. I'm just saying my dog will cuddle with me as soon as I say, hey, come here, buddy. Your cat might go, not right now, Dan. Yeah. I'm laying here.
And it's not my joke, but a dog would love a bag of sticks with your T-shirt on it.
I don't know about that, man. When we go on like vacation and we come back and someone's been house sitting,
I feel like they're too needy, man.
They're super needy.
I mean,
and they tear your shit up, and they'll shit all over the house. You can't like. There's no.
Sounds like a good time. Sign me up.
They're super cool to have, though.
Nah, dogs are great, man. Honestly, if I had a yard, I would have a dog.
Yeah,
I just don't want a small dog.
Yeah.
I mean, dachshunds are pretty cool.
It's nice to have a big dog. It's also nice to have something that protects my house when I'm not there.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not breaking in my house.
If I'm having a dog, I can get like a fucking shepherd, Akita, something fucking quick and fucking nasty.
Yeah. Like, my dogs are chill, but there's been times where, someone just, we're expecting someone. They knock on the door and just open the door. My dogs are like, I'm sorry, who? It's like, hey, man, yeah, you can't do that.
Oh, yeah. I said we should stop doing it, but fucking Riley, how fucking scary is that German Shepherd?
German Shepherds and Doberman Pinschers and Rottweilers.
And I know she's I know she's just protective, but a friend of ours has a beautiful German Shepherd, and she's enormous. And of course, he thinks it's hilarious that she doesn't like any dude that's not him.
Yeah.
He thinks it's funny as shit. But I know an aggressive dog when I see and hear one, and when her body language is like, I'm going to fucking murder you, and does that like blood-curdling bark, like that rah, rah, rah,
that
rah,
deep, like,
oh, shit.
Well, yeah, those three dogs.
That's not funny anymore, man.
Those three dogs, I don't like them. I don't know why. I think it's the German Shepherds, Rottweilers, and
see, I don't like
Dobermans.
I don't like Rotts and Dobermans. I feel like Shepherds are smarter. Yeah. I think Shepherds are more protective, but like in a good way.
And I used to not like pit bulls, and then I got two of them, and I kind of love them. And I don't have any problems with. I've never had any problems with anyone's pit bulls.
No, your pits are pretty cool. My brother-in-law had a pit.
It's totally who raises them, really.
Who had a blanket, and it was hilarious.
Like that's his blanket, like carry it around and lay on it, and
even better. Like when he wanted to go to bed, he would like kind of whine a little bit, like, it's time to go to bed. And my sister would just like throw his blanket on top of him, immediately fall down to the ground and fall asleep. When his blanket was upstairs, she'd be like,
go get your blanket.
Go get your blanket. Walk upstairs, get his blanket, but then like drop it and like wait for her to throw it on top of him.
What?
It's fucking hilarious.
Dogs are fucking smart, man.
They're super smart. But think about this. As terrifying and powerful as a German Shepherd is,
wolves.
Compare that to what we can imagine a fucking werewolf would be.
Well, even a regular wolf, shit. A wolf to a dog, like a wolf's bite is like 40 times stronger or something crazy. It's some crazy number.
Which is nuts because a German Shepherd's bite is like 500 pounds per square inch.
Well, yeah, but a wolf bite you will shatter they can shatter elk bones. Like,
which is a big animal.
Which is a fucking big animal.
Aren't those like furry dinosaurs, man?
Pretty much,
right? What the fuck is an elk or a moose?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's not a horse. That's not a deer. What the fuck is that thing? Elks make weird noises, too. Have you ever heard of
the bugles?
Yeah, the bugle.
It's my best. We are great Foley artists over here.
Good one.
All right, so werewolves, man.
What? You want to...
Yeah.
Bing, bing?
Listen, we're going to take a break real quick. When we get back,
Break time?
we're talking movies, games, media, in
We're
general.
going to go to the break room.
Be right back. All right, Dan, we're back.
Yep.
Out of all the movies you've seen,
Yep.
what do you feel is the most horrifying transformation?
I still feel like it's The Howling, man.
I haven't seen The Howling in a long time.
The Howling 2 especially has some brutal transformations, man. Okay, I haven't seen it in a long time either. I'm talking from like 4th grade perspective,
Yeah.
or however old I was. It wasn't very old. It was fucking terrifying, and I'm sure it looks super cheesy now, but it was terrifying.
I think Howling's still like one of the number one, definitely top 3 werewolf movies.
It's a good one.
I mean, they went way long with it, like Howling 5 and 6.
17.
Yeah, super cheesy. But
Like howling
I
back
remember,
to school.
I remember it being pretty fucking creepy. When I think of it, I always remember American Werewolf.
Yeah, that's the classic.
The original. That was the first time you ever saw like a live transformation.
Yeah, American Werewolf in London.
Yeah, I always get those two mixed up. The remake, not the remake, but the
There was
American
a remake.
Werewolf. It wasn't technically a remake. It was American Werewolf in Paris.
Right.
But it was
So
the
it was a
same
remake.
concept, but just a different city.
Reboot.
Yeah, because it wasn't a remake at all. It was a completely different storyline.
Okay.
I guess it did kind of have the same thing where the friend gets killed. And
you mean it didn't have the same story as
Okay,
every other
fucking
werewolf
A.
movie?
Well, the friend gets killed, and then he can see him as a zombie or ghost. I don't think all of them have that, do they?
Most of them, yeah.
Where they kill their own friend, and then their friend
Well,
haunts them,
when
kind
they're
of.
like designed for, like teen movies. Yeah.
What
What were you going to mention?
do you mean?
What were you talking about? Transformations?
Yeah, just
Movies in
creepiest-
general?
Yeah, just movies in general. We're moving on to movies. I was just figured we'd start off by saying the creepiest transformation you can think of.
I'd like to start off with the guy that I couldn't remember his fucking name, along with Boris Karloff and Bela Lugosi. And that's motherfucking Lon Chaney.
Yep,
Lon
the
Chaney
original
was
Wolfman.
not just the original.
Oh, yeah.
He was in like fucking everything. Even on top of that, Lon Chaney Jr., like his son, did a shitload of Wolfman movies. Like he was in everything. You feel like you look like you have nothing to say to
No,
that.
I do. I was gonna say, do you think maybe they really were werewolves? And you remember that? I should have brought this up during the vampire episode, but you remember the vampire movie, where it's like he's filming Nosferatu, but it's
Right.
actually a real vampire. It was William Dafoe.
Oh
And-
yeah, it's Willem, by the way.
Yes, I said,
You said William.
Will I am.
Stop it.
But yeah, just maybe they're like real werewolves, and we didn't talk about the Mexican Wolf Boys. Which
in the fucking Weekly World News, what the fuck are you talking about?
like circus
freaks?
like
Bat Boys?
the actual wolf boys that like grow hair on
Oh
their face.
yeah, that's
It's like an actual disease.
It is a disease
Yeah.
where
It'd
you
be
like
super shitty to have.
or not evolved.
I just thought we didn't mention it. So, what's your favorite werewolf movie? Is it
Favorite
also The
werewolf?
Howling?
It's probably not The Howling. I'll match your favorite vampire movie with my favorite werewolf movie, and it's probably What We Do in Shadows.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that being a werewolf movie. It is, though. It is a good one.
Watch your language. Werewolves, not swearwolves.
Dude, my favorite, I don't know if you've seen
Why are
it.
you wearing jeans? You know you're going to bust right out of them. Why aren't you wearing your trainers or sweatpants?
I love New Zealanders.
Yeah, man.
Have you ever seen Dog Soldiers?
No. What's that about? Is that about werewolves?
That's my favorite werewolf movie.
Is that why you wanted to do this episode?
The whole reason I wanted to do this episode was so I could talk about this fucking movie, Dog
Okay.
Soldiers. You have to see it.
Dig in.
Really good. So,
Dog soldiers.
basic concept. These,
No, not the basic sounds.
I'm not gonna.
Set the scene.
Okay. It's been a while, so
Sell me.
there's a troop of army men,
Okay.
so maybe 7 to 10 guys at most, probably less than that.
So you've got your hand like upturned, like very nonchalant. I don't believe you.
So there's
Sell me. get into it.
It's a dark and stormy night.
No, that's
7
cheesy as fuck. I don't know what the movie's about. Why are you excited about it?
Okay. Well, these army guys, they're in the woods. I can't remember if they're training or they're invading a place, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Anyways, they come across this cabin. They get attacked by something. They run in there and kind of lock themselves in there. And there's one woman there.
Okay.
Who's like,
she's dead.
She's like, oh, yeah. And they go on and on. And she's like, it's a fucking werewolf. And they're like, you're full of shit.
Yeah.
Obviously one of the guys in the house got attacked, so he's in there with them. And, eventually werewolves, they're like, oh shit, it is really werewolves. Our bullets aren't doing shit. We can't kill them. They finally find a way to kill them. And the whole time the girl's like trying to help them, but not really helping them. It's really weird, but she's not a werewolf. And then, in this cabin, they see all these pictures of these people.
So helping them but not really helping them? Is she in love with like one of the werewolves?
Well, she's telling them about this family of werewolves that she apparently knows exist, and they attack people, and apparently this is their cottage they're in. And there's, family photos, and they're like, yeah, these are all the werewolves. And basically at the end, it's like, who do you think took the picture of the family of werewolves? That was me. She was like, they're human that tends to them, basically.
Ah, they're familiar.
Yeah, kind of. It's just a really good movie, man. Good transformations, good scares.
Yeah, good special effects.
Yeah, it's kind of dark, but I mean, it's just a good movie. You should watch it. Dog Soldiers, my favorite werewolf movie.
I'm trying to think. I mean, I already mentioned Underworld.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the Benicio del Toro?
Yeah, the remake of The Wolfman.
Yeah, it's okay.
I don't think I saw all of it. I think I watched some of that. Is Anthony Hopkins in that? He is,
yes,
right?
He is.
Yeah, okay.
He's like, oh yeah, and then he shows up as Grey Bush werewolf at the end.
Yeah.
That's what killed it for me.
Yeah. It's like, oh, he was a werewolf the whole time too. That's why he knew that he was a werewolf.
The gray werewolf.
Yeah.
It's awful. Before we get to my favorite, I do need to mention Josh Hartnett in Penny Dreadful.
Yes.
Fantastic portrayal of a werewolf.
Absolutely.
I think he played it really well.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of plays on that, like,
I think
that gray line where I've always wondered, like, is it kind of like the Hulk, where
if you get angry enough,
can you
control it,
or can you like force yourself into wolf mode?
Yeah.
Or is it rely solely on the moon? I've read a lot of shit that it doesn't rely on that. Like, it has something to do with aggression as well.
Yeah, I would think maybe you do get little extra benefits, but like on the full moon is your out of control phase. Like,
right.
Like, yeah, you can become a wolf, but like on the full moon, you have no choice but to become a wolf.
Well, yeah, it's like, when you're forced.
Well, speaking of other TV shows, man, I got to mention this because my daughter is obsessed with this show. It's called Teen Wolf. It's an MTV show.
Don't say anything more about that, please.
Why?
Because fuck that. We're talking about my favorite werewolf movie, which is Teen Wolf. Not
Yes.
Teen Wolf 2. I love Jason Bateman,
yeah,
but
no.
fuck you. That movie doesn't exist.
Yeah, I agree.
Teen Wolf is Michael J. Fox in the 80s,
Surfing on the top of a car,
surfing on a van to Surfing USA.
becoming a werewolf in the middle of a basketball game, and everyone's cool with it,
Yeah.
which was really threw me off. And that's the only thing I don't like about the movie is like everyone's just like, yeah, high five, Wolfman.
You can dunk?
Yeah, it's
Fuck yeah. Yeah, it's awesome.
I mean, they would totally not let him play anymore, right?
I'm pretty sure they would have murdered him on site. Like, how did everybody not run screaming from that? Speaking of Gray Bush, his fucking dad, that like,
Son, we need to talk. Open the door, son.
yeah.
I can't, Dad.
Oh man, my brother's got a weird sense of humor. He used to rewind to like 5 seconds where Michael J. Fox goes, "Jeez Louise," in the fucking mirror, like over and over. And I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "No.
No, one more time.
Watch it. You'll get it here in a second.
Louise.
And I got to tell you, like 16 or 17 times into it, it's funny as shit.
I think anything repeated like that is all of a sudden hilarious.
I thought it was funny that his girlfriend's name was Boof.
Was it?
Boof. That was like the chick that liked him for who he was.
Not because he's a wolf.
Not because he's wolf like the blonde chick.
She only likes you because you can dunk.
Yeah.
And you can surf on cars.
What was his best friend's name?
Couldn't tell you. I know what he looks like.
Disappointed in you, dude.
It's been forever since I've seen any
Teen Wolf's
werewolf.
best friend? Styles.
Styles, that's right.
Which is a funny name all on its own. That's like...
Wasn't there another Styles in another movie?
That would be like your best friend in the 90s being named Extreme.
Well, I guess it's kind of like, you remember the cartoon Doug? His best friend, Skeeter?
Yeah, Skeeter.
That was always a good one.
Nah. Doug was a dumbass cartoon.
All right, what about
Saved
by the Bell? Screech?
Teen Wolf, the cartoon. Remember that shit?
No.
I'm a tiny bit older than you, and there was a Teen Wolf, because there was Teen Wolf Mania.
Oh, yeah, definitely Teen Wolf Mania.
There's a Teen Wolf cartoon.
I think I've seen clips of it.
We're going to have to look up a fucking trailer of it or something, because it's ridiculous. And it's totally like a little bit of an allegory for like racism. Because like the whole town like hates the wolves,
but
they're like ostracized and shit.
But they liked him in the movie. I guess
in the movie,
the kids liked him. I don't think the adults liked him.
Yeah, exactly.
Because even the principal was like,
"We know how to deal with your kind,
just like your dad. Fuck you."
Yeah, just like your mom behind the barn with a shotgun or whatever the shit that weird dude said.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It seems a little racist-y.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, racist. Yeah, I mean.
Is that a word? Racist-y? Nope. It isn't.
Move on. Racetasty. All right. This is a short little one I want to bring up.
Okay.
The Thriller video. That scared the shit out of me as a kid.
Did it really?
The Thriller music video where at the end he's a wolf. Or actually, at the beginning when they're in the theater watching the wolf movie, but it's...
The beginning when he's Michael Jackson scared me a little bit.
I don't know.
Because it was black.
The yellow eyes and the teeth and the fur.
But everything's more scary with Vincent Price, right?
What?
Everything's more scary. Vincent Price did the voiceover for that video.
Oh, did he? That makes sense.
Yeah. Everything's more scary with Vincent Price.
Yeah, man. I love Vincent Price.
He's great. You know what my favorite thing that he was in, though? Which is not that great of a movie.
House on Haunted Hill?
No. He was like the weird inventor in Edward Scissorhands, and then he like dies.
Oh yeah, he was.
Before he can like finish Edward. Yeah.
Another underrated movie that I remember watching as I was younger. It was pretty good. Ginger Snaps.
Never saw it.
About these two sisters, and
I think you brought this up.
I brought this up before. The older sister gets turned to a werewolf, and she's being a little cunty bitch, and so the younger sister has to be like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And she's like, "Oh, you're a werewolf too." Rah. I don't remember exactly what happens, but I just remember it was a pretty good movie as a kid. Man, I guess
what?
Stephen King's Silver Bullet.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
What? Hold up. Time out. You don't know what?
You seem disappointed in me. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Stephen King's book.
You're not a reader.
Stephen King's book that got turned into a movie, Silver Bullet, the kid in the wheelchair.
Nothing.
What?
Nope.
Oh my God, Dan. I'm shocked and awed. So this kid...
Silver Bullet to me is Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor.
So this kid, he's handicapped. He's in a wheelchair. But he has like a motorized wheelchair.
Nope.
Like, and a new neighbor moves in, and
does he have to move it with his mouth?
No. He has hand control. He just can't move his legs. Anyways, he's driving around town. New neighbor moves in. Right. Everything's cool, and then he's driving at night one day. He's shooting fireworks off this bridge, and he sees a werewolf, and he shoots the werewolf in the eye with the bottle rocket he's using.
What a dick.
Well, it was about to attack him, and he fucking and
shouldn't have been shooting fireworks off the bridge. That's dangerous.
Next day, runs into the neighbor. Neighbor has a patch over the same eye.
Oh, shit.
And yeah, and the neighbor's all like, "Hey, kid." And so now he's like, "Oh, yeah, I know you know. Now I'm going to kill you, basically." And so then the rest of the time is him trying to kill the neighbor and not get killed by the werewolf. And what are you snakehead moving for?
Your eyes are kind of creeping me out. Are you a werewolf, dude? Your eyes look a little yellow to me.
Hey, man.
Are you Michael Jackson? Yeah. Neverland. I get it.
Monster Squad. We brought that up before. I mean,
Fucking Wolfman has nards.
Wolfman has nards. The only line anyone remembers that movie.
Right?
The Wolfman.
Fantastic.
Kick the Wolfman in the nards.
Yeah.
All right.
And the nice monster, Frankenstein, dies at the end. He gets sucked into the vortex. Where did that fucking vortex even come from?
Monster World.
There's no such thing.
And they could totally make another movie about those kids grown up.
Yeah.
Actually, that'd be a pretty badass movie. It's like, and then they get sucked into the monster world, and it's kind of like
I feel like I'm in
Nightmare
that
Before
movie
Christmas. All right, another movie. I got only like 2 or 3 more.
All right, hit me.
Jack Nicholson, Wolf.
I never saw it.
You never saw that?
Was it good?
I enjoyed it.
So no.
It's not bad. You know, it's basically Jack Nicholson is a wolf, and not a wolf. He's a werewolf, and he's a seductive werewolf. You know, he gets the ladies all hot and heavy for him. And, Skinwalkers. I've never seen that. I always see it like on Netflix and stuff. But basically, that's one of the ones where they're werewolves, but it's not like a painful transformation. Their skin just kind of flops off, and they are a werewolf now.
Right.
Which I always thought was kind of cheating. You kind of got to go through pain to become super awesome.
Yeah.
And
you ever seen Lady Hawk?
Mm-mm.
It's an 80s movie with, unfortunately, Matthew Broderick as like the dumbass main character. But
Why is that unfortunate? You don't like Matthew?
yeah, I would challenge you to think about that for a second.
I like Matthew Broderick.
In what?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Why? He is not the cool part of that movie. It's clearly Cameron.
Yeah, I mean, it is Cameron.
And his medium attractive girlfriend.
Yeah.
Ferris Bueller is not the cool part of that movie. Fucking Ben Stein. He's cooler than that motherfucker. Name another one.
Bueller. And the principal's the hot sister.
Yeah.
Oh, name another movie?
Yeah, with Matthew Broderick that you enjoyed.
That I enjoyed. There's one.
You're like, shit. Matthew Broderick nailed that shit.
I cannot remember the name of it, but it's basically 3 generations of thieves. Sean Connery is the
You're
granddad.
just making shit up now.
No, it's Sean Connery, someone, and Matthew Broderick, and he has to rob something to get money to get his granddad out of jail. I'm telling you, it's a movie.
It sounds terrible.
Good.
Like,
it's not bad.
Listening to you describe it makes me want to throw up a little bit.
It's not bad.
Like physically, right now, I can feel that. Like, what's going on in there? Am I hungry or do I want to throw up? That's how I feel right now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah.
What else you got? Nothing.
No.
Anyway, Lady Hawk is a shit.
Damn it.
Dude is a wolf. Chick is a fucking hawk. It's a hilarious but kick-ass B movie from the 80s. Look it up. Lady Hawk.
If you want to bring up B movies, there's one out now that's a B movie that's actually not too bad. It's called Wolf Cop.
Wolf Cop. I haven't seen the whole thing.
You
I
haven't seen the whole
started
thing?
watching it.
It's about basically an alcoholic who becomes a werewolf.
Pretty great.
Alcoholic cop that becomes a werewolf.
It's pretty great.
There's a werewolf sex scene that makes me wonder. Like, that's a little weird. But you find out later why all that happened. Watch the movie. It's good.
And I understand. You have to make them for them to become a classic.
Yeah.
So
You gotta. Making a movie is a gamble.
You got to make it. But I'm opposed to B movies that are made recently.
Well,
Like,
I mean,
if
it's
I
still,
see something called Wolf Cop and it's made in the last 3 years, I'll probably avoid it. But there are exceptions. There's a couple good
Here's
ones.
the thing, though. It's so easy if me and you wanted to make a movie, we could do it pretty fucking cheap, and it would look like a professional fucking movie.
No, it wouldn't.
It would look like a decent movie.
It would look like we stole someone's camera.
I mean, if we'd made a found footage movie.
Yeah, true.
But it's easier now than ever for people to make movies, so shittier people can make shittier movies.
Be real. Were you old enough for the Blair Witch to be a thing?
Yeah, and I remember watching it going, I mean, yeah, it's a
bullshit.
scary movie. It wasn't that... Yeah, it wasn't nothing...
I actually knew people that thought that shit was real.
Yeah, I did too, and I was like, no, it's
You're
obviously a movie.
Fucking moron.
Yeah.
Like, how did you not know in 30 seconds that that's a movie?
Yeah.
I hated that shit. Found footage. Fuck you.
Right.
Sorry, getting a little surly on that one. What were we just talking about? Wolf Cop.
Yeah, watch it. It's actually not too bad. I mean, it's
I'll give
definitely
it a
a
shot.
B movie. It's not going to be like, this is my new favorite movie.
I think the one that annoyed me about the recent B movie thing, you seen Hobo with a Shotgun?
Yeah, I actually watched it not too long ago.
It's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
And who's the guy in it? Fuck. I think he might be the guy in Lady Hawk, but way younger.
Oh, it could be. I don't know his name.
Shit.
Another B movie you should check out. Nothing related to werewolves. Kung Fury.
Oh, I love that movie. Yeah.
That's like a modern day B movie, but they know they're a B movie.
Yeah, that's
kind of how Wolf Cop is. They know
That's a
they're not
whole
making the
different
best
thing.
movie.
Okay. Games.
Yep, games. I think we got to bring up Altered Beast.
Fuck yeah. Altered Beast, yo. Golden Werewolf.
Mm-hmm.
Arguably better than the Dragon. Actually, I think it was a higher level thing than the Dragon.
I really don't. I mean, I don't recall it much.
It might have been a cheat code back when there were cheat codes. There was a golden dragon, or I'm sorry, a golden werewolf that would like, you know,
I don't know
three animations that
no one can hear you do this, Dan.
I'm just throwing my
fast.
hand forward.
He
would like throw a fireball, kind of.
Yeah.
That's probably the earliest one
That's the earliest one I can think of.
with a werewolf. Obviously, Skyrim.
All the Elder Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls.
Obviously, that's going to be one. I mean, it's always fun to turn into a fucking werewolf and destroy shit.
It's kind of fun.
Speaking of destroying shit, Rampage. Is that technically a werewolf?
Can
That's
you
a
believe
werewolf,
they're
right?
turning that shit into a movie?
I know. I thought that was a joke when I heard that. I thought it was a joke when I heard it.
Balls.
I mean, it does have Dwayne Johnson in it.
I mean, who doesn't like The Rock? But
The Rock's
come on,
awesome.
man.
But yeah, don't turn that into a movie.
No.
Don't turn it into a movie.
I think it was just a wolf. I don't know.
No, and then at the end you see the lizard swimming underwater, and it's like
fuck that.
they're gonna have all three of.
It's gonna be terrible.
The monkey, the wolf, and the lizard. Yeah. Anyways,
It's gonna
they
be
shouldn't do it. But the game was fun as shit as a kid.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I don't know if it was a werewolf, but it was pretty awesome.
Have you played The Wolf Among Us?
No,
I haven't either.
Jerry has though, and it's really pretty cool.
That's one of those like story games, right?
Yeah, it's like a story game. It's
like a
it's
choose your own
basically like-
adventure.
it kind of is.
Yeah.
But the neat thing about it is,
Was it Telltale Games, right? Isn't that what they're called?
it's Telltale Games. The neat thing about it is like, the wolf is like a private detective, and it's kind of like a little bit, Who Framed Roger Rabbit,
Really?
because it's like the wolf in like fairy tale land, and the wolf is like the private detective. So it's kind of
Oh,
a
is
neat-
that what it is?
Yeah, it's a kind of
Oh,
a
I
neat
didn't know
story.
that.
Yeah,
I've never played any of the Telltale games,
me either.
but I used to love choose your own adventure books.
Yeah.
But I think I like just have full control over character. Game I enjoyed as a child also, Bloody Roar, the fighting game.
Ooh, Bloody Roar.
I used to love that game.
Yeah.
You fight, and then your bar gets so high, and then you turn into a beast.
Oh, fuck yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Bloody Roar. That was a good one. Were there any other fighting games with wolf? Oh, yeah. Fucking Saber Wolf in
Killer Instinct. Yep.
man. That motherfucker.
Wasn't there also a wolf in the what was the dinosaur fighting game?
I thought that was Primal Instinct.
No. Was
No?
it? Yeah, Primal Instinct. Yeah. Wasn't there one of
What was the one you just talked about?
Bloody Roar?
Bloody Roar. Yeah, Primal Instinct. Yeah. That was the one. I think there was a wolf. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, but I don't know if that count. That was more dinosaurs. No, there was a monkey that farted. That's what it was. I know that sounds super stupid, but you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Fucking hell. Oh man. Yeah, never mind. That's not a werewolf. I was just thinking wolves in general, and I mean, if you ever played Okami or Okami, it was a PlayStation 2 game.
Is it where there's an actual wolf, like it's like a ghost wolf type thing?
No, it's like a god, Amaterasu.
Okay.
Who's actually in a fighting game as well, and she's a Japanese god. Never mind, that's not related.
Okay. And the last one I got, the Witcher series.
Witcher.
Which I mean Witcher 3.
You can relate any monster to that.
It's fun to kill monsters, and Witcher does such a great job at it because you have to use your silver sword to kill the monsters, and you have different baits and different bombs and stuff that kill them.
Do you remember how you played that mission? You remember the werewolf mission?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember how you played it? Did you kill him or did you let him go?
I killed him.
Man, you're fucking ruthless, man.
They're monsters. Actually, you know what? I might have let him go.
Yeah, like once you heard the story.
Yeah, I think
how he got fucked over by his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, or his best friend or whatever.
Because I don't have a werewolf head as a which I'm assuming I would. Anyways.
Anyway,
so comics, yeah. Werewolf by Night's really the big one.
Not familiar with that at all.
It's like an older, like 60s, 70s comic. It's
like a Silver Age.
Yeah, it's called Werewolf by Night. It's basically.
I don't know that one at all.
I have a few of them. I mean,
do you really?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
But it's just about.
We still have
basically
to have comic night, man.
It's kind of like what's the one? Basically, like a werewolf superhero, but not really even a superhero. He's just like a werewolf, and it's like, hey, this has happened to him tonight, and
just a wolf man.
Yeah, and he goes and fights other monsters like Dracula and different beasts.
Obviously, I'm a big Marvel fan, so I'm going to lead towards Wolfsbane.
Wolfsbane?
Who's a chick. And
I don't know anything about Wolfsbane.
There's two of them. There's Feral and Wolfsbane. Feral, I can't remember who's in X Factor and who's in X Force, but probably the coolest one is Hepzibah, which is just kind of a cool ass name anyway. Hepzibah,
why does that sound so familiar?
I think is in X Force, and she's married to the Night King, who's like the main werewolf in Marvel mythology.
Okay.
Like it's
like
when you get into like monsters,
like the first werewolf type deal.
Yeah, well, he's like the king of the wolves or some shit. It's like the most badass. And then his wife is Hepzibah, who's on one of the teams. That's just kind of a cool ass name, Hepzibah.
Some of the other comics I want to bring up, like
it's fun to say.
Some of the comics I liked as a kid weren't like. I mean, I liked X-Men and all the normal comics people like, but also the ones I found the most fascinating were like the weird tales and astonishing tales.
Yeah,
and a bunch of those had different werewolf ones, and actually a lot of comics came out of those. Where it's like, hey, let's introduce this character into through astonishing tales, and then it's like, okay, well, now he's a member of the X-Men.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how that wouldn't influence comic book characters. I mean, a lot of classic monsters, with their abilities and that they have certain drawbacks and powers, but only at certain times and shit.
I mean, no one can be all powerful. It's no fun.
Yeah, that's why Superman sucks.
It's like, I don't think I would enjoy gambling if I was a multimillionaire, because what do I have to lose?
Millions.
I mean, if I was like, if I had unlimited funds, gambling is no longer fun.
Unlimited, that's stupid.
That's what I'm saying. If you have unlimited power, it's like there's no fun to that. There's nothing at risk.
Yeah. I mean, you're more of a DC fan than I am. How do you feel about Superman?
I'm not a huge fan of Superman.
Me either. I feel like he's important in the games that I like, and the one story that I like. But
yeah, the one story where he dies.
No,
I like that storyline. Doomsday.
I like Operation Flashpoint.
Yeah, that's pretty good one too.
Animated movie.
Yeah,
that's really good. But even then, he's kept in a box.
Yeah,
And super weak for most of the movie.
It's like, I don't blame Lex Luthor for fucking wanting to get rid of him, because it's like he's a fucking alien.
Yeah, he's kind of an asshole.
No one can stop him.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Yeah, like what if he just decides to take over everything? Then we're all fucked.
He's too powerful.
Yeah.
As opposed to werewolf.
Killable.
Super killable. I don't know.
Might be the most easily killed monster.
Yeah, man. I'm going to answer your earlier question. I don't think a werewolf is sexy at all.
No. Okay.
I mean, it's like a more annoying dog.
What about, do furries find werewolves sexy? I have to say it. I mean, I would think they would have to, right?
I don't know, man.
Obviously, Dan's not a furry because he's not into werewolves.
Yeah. I mean, what made you want to do an episode on werewolves in the first place?
I like werewolves. I don't know. I just like the whole...
What do you like about them?
Power.
Power. Okay, they're super strong.
Yeah.
Fast. Heightened senses? You feel like they're like Wolverine? Like you can smell from long distance?
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, I think they have all the features of a wolf.
Okay.
With the downside of human frailty when they're not in wolf form.
I feel like those are... I feel like it's not an attractive...
I mean, I wouldn't want to be
a werewolf. I feel like
it's
not an attractive power set. I know that's a fucking nerdy thing to say.
No, and I wouldn't want to be one. It's more of a curse.
It is a curse.
Than a gift.
Sure. Because who wants to be a fucking werewolf?
I mean, who wants to be, okay, well, I'm not going to be able to control myself, so...
Yeah.
Or even if you can control yourself, it's like, cool, I got claws.
So do you feel like it's...
I feel like it's definitely a curse.
Do you feel like it's a story or an allegory about, like the id, the uncontrollable beast?
Yeah, I think it's very much...
I think that's where a lot
animalistic, of it comes from. You lose your humanity is what happens.
Sure. But I think there's a latent feeling in most human beings, especially men, that, we don't have to fight or kill for anything anymore.
Well, that's what makes the Hulk so attractive.
Yeah, it's kind of the same idea.
I know I walk around with rage built up sometimes.
Everybody does.
And it's just like, wouldn't it be nice to just be able to unleash and, I mean, not kill people, but maybe punch a bus until it's a small cube.
Fucking rampage. Everybody wants a little bit of rampage. Not the game. That was kind of annoying. It was fun. But the idea that you can,
let loose.
The only really attractive thing I can think of is no repercussions. I mean, it kind of is like being blackout drunk. Like, sorry, I was a werewolf and I cut your mom's throat open.
Well, and also...
I wasn't myself.
And also, you'd be able to get away with it because it's not going to be like, oh no, we saw Dan cut this woman up. It'd be like, a wolf did it.
Right.
But then you have to live with that going, fuck, that was me.
You would assume. What if there's more than one werewolf?
Yeah.
Werewolf fight? That's kind of what happened in that Del Toro one, which is stupid.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I don't like about it.
Well, and
it's just unconscious. I mean, like,
I guess...
unfettered, beast mode is kind of cool, but...
I think one part of it, too, that's attractive is, like, in some movies and all, where there's multiple werewolves and it's a pack, like a brotherhood.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, these people have to accept me because I'm the same as them.
Right.
Yeah, and then maybe I'm an alpha werewolf and I control the other werewolves.
Yeah, I mean, it's not so bad in, like, the Underworld style.
Or True Blood.
The Lycans. I never saw that shit.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's like, the werewolves. They're a pack of werewolves. And
yeah, were you Team Jacob?
I was going to mention Twilight just to piss you off, actually.
Good.
That was another one where the transformation was nothing. They just run and jump and they're a wolf and then they're back to human. And it's
I have no idea.
What movie was it?
Because I'm not a big loser who watched that shit.
American Werewolf in Paris, the newer one.
Sidestep around this right now.
Yep, we're not talking about
We're talking about the fact that you've seen Twilight. How many of them? Have you seen all of them?
No.
No,
I haven't.
you've seen most of them, I could tell. by your
I saw
voice.
like 2 of them.
3.
Is there 3 of them, or is there 4 of them? I think the third one they split in 2.
No, see, you just corrected me. So you've seen more than one.
I'm asking you. I've saw
I don't
the
know.
first 2.
I haven't
that's all.
seen the fucking things.
I've only seen 2. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just fucking testing you.
Listen, man. The chick was just crazy, is what it was. It's the whole Jacob's Ladder scenario.
Okay. I forget what they were called. But I kind of liked fucking Sirius Black. He was a werewolf in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
What's his name? The Dracula guy. Can't think of his name all of a sudden.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Same guy who was Dracula was Sirius Black.
Oh, yeah.
Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't he kill like a unicorn?
Speaking of fucking shapeshifters, that motherfucker's a shapeshifter.
Yeah. I mean, Fifth Element,
Fifth Element,
Dracula,
Sirius Black.
and he's the same age. He hasn't aged a day.
Commissioner Gordon. Not only that,
he is Commissioner Gordon. Holy shit.
Yeah. Dude, like, looks, acts, and sounds different. Like, but, like, just enough in every movie. So you're like, oh, that was Gary Oldman? It's weird.
Yeah. And and does he age? I don't think he ages.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't. How is he not the exact same age he was during Dracula? He looks the same.
No, it's weird. Everyone that was in the Dracula movie looks the same age. Keanu Reeves, Anthony Hopkins, Gary Oldman.
Winona Ryder. Whoa. Are they dead?
Are they vampires?
What the fuck? You got me on that one.
All right, man. Well, this has been Live Forever.
Live forever!
Hey.
Unless there's a moon. And then you might get shot by a silver bullet.
Or maybe you'll turn into a wolf and kill someone else. Or maybe a wolf will turn into you and kill you. That didn't make sense.
Not at all.
Anyways, if you like the show, give us a shout out. Let someone else know. Spread the word. We love you guys. Thanks for
Love you.
listening.
I'm Dan.
I'm Brent.
Live forever.